Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Alan, this is Project Elevate, and welcome to More Than the Meta Episode 3 featuring Ricky Rubio. He's right over there, and Ricky Rubio is definitely known as a pass-first point guard, solid team defender, but not an elite lockdown defender, lacks athleticism, has traditionally lacked shooting, but that's come about as of late. So Ricky Rubio was drafted number 5 overall by the Minnesota Timberwolves after a very viral Freebird inspired mixtape. So there he is there, and lots of buzz seeing how it would translate. Young player, kind of like a Luka type hype before that with the different play style, but the flashy passes drew a lot of Pistol Pete comparisons. Even getting around there, Jason Kidd, who's a really good defender in the Olympics, made some noise before the draft. Just kind of the flair for making the right plays, finding people in the right spots. And just like the flair, man, that's what people were like worried about. Is it going to translate? Is it going to be too much? In the NBA, he was able to do a lot of the same things, but some defensive issues, a lot of shooting issues early on. He's finally found that part of his game, it seems like. A good Tokyo game, and then of course he went off against the Knicks to earn this card. So we're gonna see how Ricky Rubio kind of translates into NBA2k22 MyTeam and see if you can use him more than the meta. All right, so here we are with Ricky Rubio. The SIGs are okay. The jumper is a little bit slow, but very greenable. It definitely has the stats to be able to pop from range. So if you get space, feel free to let that fly. But primarily you're gonna be using Ricky Rubio as a playmaker. Pass first guy, setting everybody up, controlling the tempo. He likes to play at a faster pace in the break and stuff like that, but always making the right play in the full court. He doesn't have that wraparound behind the back that he's kind of known for, but that the behind the back that he does actually have does create some nice change of direction. So very useful and very nice to burst out of it. The big thing is the man cannot dunk at all, so just be worried about that. He's not going to be finishing at the rim. And getting some pesky steals here and there. But we're going to see how that translates, once we jump into the game. Here we go with game number 1. Trae Young, Rajon Rondo, Tyler Hero, Daryl Dawkins, and Carmelo Anthony. Behind the back definitely does create some space. With Ricky Rubio, we're always going to be looking for the play, pass first mentality. We are dishing to Kobe. We also had Wilter coming down the middle. Pick your poison. He does have a half quick first step, I believe. So you do feel that burst. He's pretty quick out there. Although his dribble style doesn't fit in with the meta, but still feels decently quick. Pesky defense, but you know how 2K is with steals since the patch, so making the play and then drawing and dishing. That's going to be a big thing for Ricky Rubio. Let's kind of go back to see that. All right, so here we are in our 4-out 1-in. Fake pass there. Nice little spin move. Quick. Now the defender definitely has to respect that. Now with no dunk package, I mean, as a defender, you kind of want to live with whatever he's going to go with. You could definitely try the floater, try a little mid-range pull-up or something like that. Here we go. Just enough to get the defense to bite a little bit. Now Hoff, bullet passer, gold dimer. They're all going to kick in. Just enough space. Quick enough, right on the money. Batum's there in the corner. Just with enough space to get that off. We miss it. Wilt's there to clean up the mess like he usually does. And that's how you're going to have to use Ricky Rubio, man. You have to draw the defense in, make a move, and then look to create. Obviously, if they give you space, he has the ratings and badges to make the shot. So they have to respect that. But driving is going to take away one of the dimensions. The layup package isn't too bad. He can get in there, he can finish a little bit, but with the way some of the blocks are and stuff like that, that's going to be a tougher option. A smart defender is going to force you to make that drive and take away those passes. But against your average run-of-the-mill player, you're going to have a field day kind of picking apart their defense, hitting players in stride. racking up those assists. And very, I don't know what happened there to my opponent. If he was just like, whoa, move, and then he just kind of went out of the way. But let's go ahead and go back to that. All right, so here we are coming up court, and we have some room. Now this is Pink Diamond Rajon Rondo, who's a very, very solid defender. We make a nice little move, and as you can see, the behind the back does create a lot of space, especially when you combine it with some of those burst badges that he has in the speed ratings. He definitely can create some space. Now I immediately decided to come back right the other way, getting him kind of off balance a little bit, and then with a nice little step back, just kind of stepped away, and he just, I don't know what he was doing there, but he just went all the way to the back. Maybe he was just daring me to shoot with Ricky Rubio, thinking, hey, this is a Ricky Rubio card. But definitely there from pretty much limitless range, green. So here we are again into the half court. We see the defender kind of coming over to try to recover. Behind the back again. Does create a nice little burst opportunity. So use that to your advantage. And at that point, it's just, I see open daylight. We drive in. And of course, knowing that he's just not going to go in there and dunk it, I'm going to be looking for all my options. I'm going to see if Jokic is going to be open for the little dish. But I see Devin Booker's man, coming in to clog the paint. Money pass right there, right on the money. Devin Booker, open, jumper, bucket. Again, just wide open dish, and that was it. Okay, so here we are, game number 2. Jaylen Brown, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Durant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Andrew Kirilenko, souped up team. Let's jump into break down this matchup here. So we have Sapphire Wilt against Pink Diamond Kareem, a matchup I'm not scared of. So shout out to Sapphire Wilt. Not getting baby by anybody but D-Rob. But anyways, so here we go. So again, we're getting guarded by Thomas. We're just able to make those passes, man. Okay, so here we are, and we're just running some normal 4-out 1-in offense. I know that Carmelo's gonna pop out, so I'm looking for that. I know I have this kind of other side of the floor wide open. What I do is I reject the screen here, and I kind of burst out through there. He stays in, but Wiltz is kind of sliding as Kareem is kind of coming up to help and block that off. Now I still have Carmelo about to make that pop, so I have that option there. Kind of turn, wait. I see the kind of like the switch happening, and then bam, just that little dot, quick passes. Now with a lesser passer, this gets intercepted, bobbled, whatever. With Ricky Rubio, he's able to make these passes. That's kind of one of the biggest strengths that he's going to have as a primary playmaker type point guard. So if you want to run a player like that at the point, definitely a very, very solid option, especially with the shooting badge combination and the price that he's sitting at right now. Not bad options. And of course, Will's just going to finish because it's just the Sapphire Will is just on another level. All right, so here we are, kind of in the full court, open court situation here. And we get right past Isaiah Thomas. Now, I did notice with Rubio, he doesn't feel super, super fast, but he has a really, really nice burst. A lot of his SIGs, you can kind of really just burst out of and create that space. So once you're there, you have to keep in mind, Rubio does not finish well. In the situation here, I have pretty much Kevin Durant trying to guard two people. He's got to make that call. I come in, I have pretty much a wide open layup, but you see AK coming down to help, and And I have Wilt right there, who is a much better finisher than me. So you know what? Bam, flashy pass, and we get a nice little easy bucket and start padding up that assist total there. So we are trying to play defense on Isaiah Thomas. Kind of switching back and forth between on ball and off ball. Able to force a turnover there. Take into account, look how Ricky Rubio able to kind of draw defense, make that pinpoint pass. So that was like, had to be right on the money to get that bucket for Kobe. Here's Ricky Rubio trying to stay in front of Pink Diamond Steph now. This team definitely souped. The burst. Good force to contest, but always looking for the passes, man. And just again, looking for the pass. That one actually didn't count. It was just like a split second too late, but beautiful pass. And that right there, I mean, that's got to be a steal, but you know how 2K does their thing. And again, just beautiful little bounce pass, simple play, has to be right on the money. Let's take a look at that again though. Like that's like, no room for error. Definitely gonna be able to make those types of passes with Ricky Rubio though. See Carmelo coming out there and just bam, right on the money, easy. All right, so let's take a look at this play because I definitely want to highlight the positives and the negatives. Now this could be a sense of me just kind of being over aggressive with the turbo, knowing that it's Steph and I have to try to stay close or he's gonna pop a shot right in my face. So right there, just off the burst, I'm kind of just standing there trying to catch up. And then the recovery speed, that's the one thing I did notice, and it was pretty consistent. Once you let the defender get by you, recovering, for some reason, he just doesn't feel as quick as he should feel. I don't know if it's an animation thing or whatnot, but kind of able to get back to somewhat contest, but that's a shot that's gonna get dropped on my head, 9 times out of 10. They gave me a 17% coverage, so the defensive, the perimeter defense does help a little bit. Late recovery, and you gotta, slightly late. But again, that's a shot that most of the time against Steph Curry like that, that's gonna drop. Something definitely to be concerned about with Ricky Rubio. All right, and that was the end of game number 2, and what probably happened is Xbox turned off, or I don't know, something kind of like that happened. It was kind of a close game, so maybe he just decided, I don't want to sweat, whatever, look for easier matchup. But the point is, I was able to kind of hang with a team like that was super souped. Rubio played defense pretty decent and got his teammates involved, which is the biggest thing. My style of play definitely fits in with the pass first mentality of point guards like Ricky Rubio. The meta, 3 hunting, screen dancing around, and all that stuff. I don't think he's going to have a quick enough shot to be able to do that. So let's take a look at one more game and we'll give a full breakdown of Ricky Rubio. All right, so jumping into game number 3. Jordan Poole going up against Ricky Rubio, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps, and Robert Covington. Kristaps always defensively just a nightmare. 2 cards I really fear are Fred VanVleet and Kristaps Porzingis. Add D-Rob to the list now because he's only got baby's Wilt. So anyway, I'm going to keep this in there because I want to show that we got off to a pretty slow start here. And again, for some reason, I just felt like I had to flashy pass pretty much every pass with him. And we're struggling, getting in box, trying to figure things out, getting off to a nice slow start. Kristaps playing great defense. And we have the other Ricky finishing there in traffic, so he's capable of doing that. We're down 7-0 to start. Let's get into some plays. Just 0.8 here. We got Carmelo popping off, and we're able to get a decent look. Wilt for the big finish. Look at that dot though, man. All right, so here we are. I see Carmelo wide open in the corner, and of course that Hoff bullet passer gets there before the defense can recover, and we finally get a nice bucket there. Batum playing some defense, trying to push the tempo a little bit. Dish to Kobe for the little mid-range pull up. Just getting people in position. It's not always about racking up the assists, but making the right basketball plays. And a nice contest there by Ricky Rubio. Finishing the little burst, he definitely feels not super fast offensively, but deceptively, bursty, I guess. And you can just see the difference with the pass with no half bullet passer. But nice little pass to Wilt, getting another bucket. Getting that to go. I'm sure a lot of badges kicked off there to make that happen. Good goal. Nice little burst, then the dish. That's just beautiful. All right, and that was it for him. So overall, Ricky Rubio, a really fun playmaking card. Defensive, he can hold his own, but definitely not a top tier elite shutdown defender. Jumper is there, definitely hit open shots. You can give him space, he can hit from range. A little bit tough to get off though, so you do need a little bit of time. Overall, fun card, man. You definitely use Ricky Rubio more than just the meta. Use him how he played and kind of embody that and have fun making those passes. Create your own little highlight reels and whatnot. And that is gonna wrap it up for episode 3 of More Than the Meta. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think of these. Some players that maybe you'd like to see me do a More Than the Meta episode on in the future. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead and follow on Twitch. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, do all that good stuff. My name is Alan. This is Project Elevate. Till next time, elevate your grind, game yourselves, and each other.